All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line. Out of the end zone for a touchback. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's got room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Alert! 3 down. Reload.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Check out,
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Mike 50. Hatchet.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson, he'll buy some time right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up, keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
36 power. 12. Well left. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We won 6. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first. It 3's him. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready. 30 base. It's a party now.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert 3. Hey. Motion.
They'll try the right side with Jones. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Double tight. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, zoom.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's got Sanu. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
Get it.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Tannehill now to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go, baby. Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Go. Check the call.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Open man is Trey Burton. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st down, Howard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction.
Game situation. Let's go. Check 37. Check. Alert. Got it. Undercrush. Hey, 0.
And with a play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Go. Mike's 50. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Mike's 50.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Push him back. Alert. Hey, 50. Brother. His team showed up. Kill. Guys, 4 down. Turn it up.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Check. Watch the before. 80 weapon. Watch the run. Joker. Ready.
Here's Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
That's good for us.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
60 or.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Army.
Now Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. This is Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
380. 1 left. Gun. 14. Front left. Watch the screen. Check. Kill.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. This is caught. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 63 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Silver. Check 24. 49. Check 49.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Alert. Hey, alert. Gun.
They'll try again with Howard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal.
Zebra. 4 down.
From the shotgun, Wilson to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time And you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
General West.
They'll run it with Jones. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Tannehill on the give to Miller. Miller with 1st down and more. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Lamar Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, are almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. 61, matchbox lights. Snap.
Running right, Jones. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Check, watch the before, watch the before. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Right there. 54.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Mark 50. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Go, guys, 4 down.
50, Mike 50.
Now Wilson on 1st down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50. Guys, out of time. Let's get off the field.
Throwing is Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. Taking it right down Broadway. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
19.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. Hits his target, it's Taylor Gabriel. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Ravens.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This one into the hands of Burton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. This is Howard on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Open man is Thielen. It's complete.
Wilson's pass.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
First down, Baltimore.
Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting them first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
On first down, Wilson. He's got Burton here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
At the Steelers' 43-yard line.
Check 50. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
There's Wilson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Here's Wilson. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Wilson operating from the gun, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and with it, they're back within a field goal.
Ravens 18. Michael Dixon.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Steelers take over first and 10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll go again to Jones. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
Down by Avery Williamson. A 2-yard pickup brings up third and 6.
Hey, exit.
Now Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This will be fielded at the 17. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
First down, Ravens.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Coming to you. 18. Hey, 0.
Here's Wilson to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. He got 29 yards that time.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
On first down, it's Howard. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Mike spot 4. Watch the slant.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go. Alert 3. Ready.
Tannehill on 3rd down. But it's brought in by Washington. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker.
Out. Wide. Get wide. Now.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Back to you. Kill.
Recon, 132 fighter. Go.
Tannehill going to give it to Miller. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll run it again with Miller. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Aaron Jones with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Forbath to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Forbath is sent it away now following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on it? Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mecole Hardman. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Steelers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8.
Greystone Travis.
To throw is Tannehill. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Stop your whining.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the call.
12.
Check 13. Let's go, Mike 50. Put it to him. Check cover. Check three.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, no, look good. Hey, we got Mike 50. Let's go double count right here. Double count. Go. 19.
And the blitz does come. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Touch 50.
Check. Fresno.
12.
He's 12. He's checking.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
5.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Here we go. 8, read.
Hey, I'm coming after you.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
Ready.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Ready.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your